Hey everybody, welcome to Bite Out of Tech. This will be my first YouTube video that I'll be trying out for you guys, so hopefully everything with it will go well. I am learning as I go, so take it kind of easy and stuff. I'm trying to figure out ways to improve this and make it better as I go along, but I'm working with what I've got available to me and stuff right now, so hopefully everything will turn out well with it. So today at Bite Out of Tech, we are doing an unboxing of the Google Chromecast with Google TV. It's the newest Chromecast device that Google's come out with a couple weeks ago when they unveiled it and stuff. I've had it for a few days now, first chance I've had to do a video of it. So you'll notice one of the key things will be the new remote. That's kind of the biggest thing that separates this Chromecast from the previous ones, is the included remote that it has with it, along with a user interface now. Chromecasts have not had that in the past before, so this will go a long ways in kind of making it more similar to what you're used to with Roku or Fire TV, something along those lines. So it will work with a number of different services. You'll see a number of them listed down here. You have YouTube, YouTube TV, Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Spotify, Disney+, Hulu, ESPN, Sling, HBO Max, CBS All Access, and Starz. There are other services as well that are available. These are just the main ones that they're featuring on the front of the box. It does mention down here in small font that you can browse through 700,000 plus movies and TV episodes. That obviously will depend on how many services and stuff you have access to and what you have available to you as far as how many you'll actually be able to use or watch. Whatever you're using the device. And then down here in the corner it also says 4K quality. This device will do 4K quality like what the Chromecast Ultra does, but this one comes in a little bit less than the Chromecast Ultra. The Ultras are going for about $70 right now, I believe. The Chromecast with Google TV is coming in at $50 right now, so it's a good way to save yourself a little bit of money, but you can still be able to take advantage of 4K video quality. On the side of the box you'll see it mentions Google TV. This is just the name of the user interface that's going to be on this Chromecast. It highlights again the 700,000 plus movies and TV episodes, and get recommendations and see where they're available to stream. If you have options for any episodes or movies or anything, you can actually check what service they're available through and be able to watch it through that service if you want to. So you don't have to worry about opening up each individual service and trying to find something to watch. It will highlight different things for you and then actually tell you which one of your services provides that movie or TV show. And then down here at the bottom you'll see Bluetooth and Wi-Fi compatible, and it works with Android and iOS devices. Here on the back of the box it says simple setup, plug, connect, stream. It is pretty much that simple. On the other Chromecasts and stuff that I've set up before, they, within just a couple minutes, usually are up and going. It's really simple. It's just hooking it into the back of your TV. You do have to have a powered wall outlet for this Chromecast. It will not run off of just a USB port. So that'll be a little bit different than some of the other Chromecasts, unless you have a Chromecast Ultra, then you're used to that. So it does hook up pretty quickly though. Pretty simple setup for it, and most people really shouldn't have too much of a problem trying to get it up and going pretty quickly. On the side of the box you'll see Hey G. If I say the actual catchphrase I'll set off some of my smart speakers, so I won't actually say it, but that is highlighting one of the advantages with this new Chromecast is it will have assistant compatibility with the remote control. So you can use your voice if you want to try and watch any movies or TV shows, and you can get it to sync up with other smart devices and stuff that you have available in your house as well. So now we'll go ahead and open up the box and start taking a look at it. So this will be your Chromecast device right here. Go ahead and open it up. I like this padding and stuff that's available to help keep the device scratch free. So this is the Chromecast with Google TV. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be in overall size, but nonetheless, still pretty typical of what you expect from most Chromecasts and stuff. It does have the G logo right there in the middle. It has a reset button on the back in the event that you end up needing it. This one you'll notice is white. Google calls it snow. They also have sunrise and sky. Sunrise is more of a kind of pink or coral type color, and Sky is more of a pastel blue color. Me personally, I liked the white better than the other two colors. I would have actually preferred if they had a black version of it, which Google usually calls charcoal on most of their smart devices that come in that color, but that wasn't an option that was available, so I ended up going with the white version. You'll see down here on the bottom it is USB-C. That is how you power it. I've seen that you can hook up to USB-C docking stations if you want to try and use a mouse and a keyboard. I haven't personally done that myself. I don't really plan on doing that either, but I have seen some stuff that says that it is available. So if you want to go that route, that apparently is available to you, but you will power this through a USB-C connection. You'll see in this box, this is going to be the remote control. This is going to be one of the biggest draws for this new device. And here you go. So this is the Chromecast with Google TV remote control. You'll see that it has a D-pad up here at the top. It's up, left, down, right. You have your what would be play, pause, or enter button right in the middle. And then hitting the different buttons going down it, you'll have a back button right here, Google Assistant button here, the home button, mute, a dedicated YouTube button, dedicated Netflix button, your power button. This is the mic input to be able to use Assistant, and a source or input button if you want to change over to something else like a gaming system or something at some point whenever you finish watching a show or movie. Here on the right side of the controller you'll see the volume rocker, volume up, volume down. On the back you've got the battery compartment, and then on the top front edge you have the IR blaster, and that will be what communicates with your TV and with your Chromecast device. Overall, I like the controller. It's a pretty just simple, really remote. Nothing crazy fancy with it or anything like that, just pretty basic, pretty simple. Pretty easy to understand for most all your users. I like how they inverted the colors on the assistant button. I think that does kind of break it up just a little bit, kind of give it a little bit of its own flair, while still remaining pretty simple. The pre-dedicated buttons, I believe you can remap the YouTube button to, I think, YouTube TV and maybe one other option, but I think you are pretty limited as far as what you can change that button over to. The Netflix button, as far as I'm aware, though, is pretty static. There's not really any way to remap that button to another one of your services or anything if you wanted to try and use that. So I'm not personally a fan of pre-dedicated buttons like that. I would much rather it be like 1 and 2 and then allow the user to actually set up which ones they would prefer those buttons to go to for it, but Google decided to go ahead and go with pre-dedicated buttons. So while that part's not my favorite, they at least did pick two pretty common services that a lot of people use pretty routinely. So at the very least, I guess they did people a favor with that, but nonetheless, they're still not completely wild about pre-dedicated buttons, but they could have picked some other ones that would have been worse options. So you'll notice here is the start guide. Pretty typical if you have anything from Google for smart speakers, anything like that. You've seen this kind of stuff. This is all the legal jargon that they give you and everything. And then in the quick start guide, you just flip it open, you'll see that you hook the Chromecast up to your TV, hook it into an electrical wall outlet. Like I said, you do have to actually plug it into a wall outlet, so hopefully you have a spot available nearby your TV, because you cannot run this off of just the USB port. And then they show you the remote control, make sure you put the batteries and stuff in it. You do have to use the Google Home app. So if you've used that for other devices that Google offers, or other smart devices and stuff in your home, there's a chance that you've already got that app as it is. If you don't have any of that kind of stuff and this is your first device through Google that's kind of a smart type device, then you'll need to make sure that you download the Google Home app. And then on the next page, it just highlights basically what all the controls are for the remote, and then they highlight the assistant functionality that you have available through the remote control as well. And then that's just a list of everything that's included. So pretty basic get started book. If, like I said, if you've had anything from Google before, really you're pretty used to seeing that. Next you have the power block and the power cord. So Here's your power cord, USB-A to USB-C, and then your power block is USB-A output, and then just regular 2-prong outlet. These are pretty basic. The power block and the power cable pretty simple. Again, pretty similar to a lot of other devices that you've had from Google if you've bought stuff from them before. So really nothing unique here other than it just kind of maintains that style that you're kind of used to seeing with Google's products. Then it also does come with the batteries. I've heard that the batteries are color coded depending on which one you buy. So in this case the batteries are white because I have the white Chromecast, but if you had the sunrise or the sky version, I guess they would be that kind of pink or coral color or the blue color. So kind of a sort of cool thing, I guess. Kind of maybe shows that they, maybe put a little bit of extra thought into it, but at the end of the day though, you're also just going to put them inside the remote control and you won't see them again until the batteries need to be replaced. So kind of a little bit of extra thought, but they're batteries at the end of the day. So with that, that will be everything that comes with the box. So you do have the Chromecast with Google TV. There's your Chromecast device right there, power cord, outlet, batteries, and the new remote control, which is really kind of the highlight feature of this. So with that, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button. Like I said, this is my first video. Hopefully it'll go well, and I'm planning on making some more videos here pretty soon. Make sure that you check out biteoutoftech.com, or you can look up Bite Out of Tech on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I have all of those set up as well. That's where I post any updates as far as videos or any updates as far as any articles or anything that I type up as well.